Hi everybody and welcome to Divinity Original Sin Kickstarter update 61 already. Team here at Larian Studios is extremely busy finishing the game and getting everything ready for release at the end of this month. I have some really good news. We're going to have voices in Original Sin. We're doing the voice recordings right now, and the really good part about it is that we're using the same studio that did the voices for Divinity Dragon Commander. That means that you're going to get top-notch actors voicing the NPCs and the player characters in Original Sin.
A blight upon Rivellon. That is their ill-called civilization, led by old farts, dry of bone and dry of spirit, that say females must be subservient because the Divines decree it so.
Victory is in the air, Commander. I can smell it. A strong, pervading scent. Spiced and mouth-watering, like a leg of lamb roasting over a low, hot fire.
I have found her, yes. A girl of such unworldly grace, 'tis as if the Seven touched the cosmic soul and drew from it perfection.
Now, we don't have budget for doing all of the voices, nor do we have time, because it would take us about 2 months to voice everything. So we decided to voice all of the overhead texts and banter that you hear in the game. So that means when players are making a comment about something they see in the game, they will now voice it to one another. Or when you see the NPC saying something to one another, it will also be voiced. We will have different voices for the player characters, so at character customization you will be able to select which voice you want, so that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be coming to you. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be in Steam Early Access, and if not, then you will have to wait for the day of release. The day of release, which we had to push back a little bit to be able to integrate all of the voice work. So we are shifting from June 20th to June 30th. Some of you already figured this out as somebody leaked the news, so that's the reason. But it's going to be very cool. Okay, I have some more news that I have to share with you regarding backer fulfillment, so please pay close attention. And I think that somewhere in there I will also drop a little bit of tidbits that you are not aware of yet. Farang Namdar, David Walgrave, Barack Obama, Valerie Cousins. You need to fill in your shipment address for your physical rewards, alright? So go to Larian Vault, log into your account, fill in your shipment address. Soon, we're going to get plenty of boxes coming in here. We'll have t-shirts and all that stuff. We want to send it out. We don't want to keep it here. So all of you who didn't fill in your shipment address, please go to the Larian Vault now and fill it in. Thank you. For all of you who ordered a Divinity Collector's Edition, you should have received an email via the Larian Vault which informed you that we couldn't include the dice because we had a problem with the manufacturer. And the deadline for getting a refund was today, June 6th. So we're going to extend the deadline until after the weekend, but because the Collector's Edition is pretty much sold out, we'd like to know which ones still want the refund so that we can offer your boxes to other people who we are going to be putting in a queue otherwise. Okay, so please let us know if you want a refund by today, but we'll still give you the weekend, and otherwise we will be shipping the Collector's Edition to you come release date, or actually probably a little bit even before that once they arrive here in the office. So don't forget to put in your shipment address also. Don't panic. I'm saying that because there are some Kickstarter backers who are starting to worry a little bit that we didn't reach out to them yet. Specifically people, for instance, who have things like henchmen in their tier. For you guys, we're actually working on a henchman UI, but it's not ready yet, and that's why you haven't heard from us. But we will get to you before release. Might be very close to release, but we'll be there. We're preparing everything for including all those customization options that we offer during the Kickstarter campaign inside of a special Kickstarter mod, which is going to be applied to the game. So don't stress, you will get an email, but please check your emails, and once they come in, give us the information that we need to put you in the game. All right, so no panic. Some of you may have noticed while playing Divinity Original Sin on Steam Early Access that at some point we added music from previous games to Original Sin. Now the reason we did that was that at that time, it's already 7 months ago, Kirill fell ill and it was quite serious, so we weren't sure if he was going to be back in time for finishing the jobs that he had started up, most notably the live recordings which he was directing. Now Kirill is doing much better now, he's recovering, but he's not ready yet to go to work. So the solution that we came up with was going back into the treasure treasure trove that is Kirill's archive of songs that he made for us, and pick up songs that weren't used in previous games, as well as some of the best songs that he used for Divine Divinity all the way up to Divinity Divinity Dragon Commander. Now, we had all of those songs remastered. We had all of the live recordings that he did implemented into the songs, and as a result we have a very rich soundtrack which consists of over 130 songs, which is going to be included in Original Sin. So you're going to get probably one of the biggest soundtracks ever made for a game, most of it unreleased material. I think over 100 songs in there are all new, at least for you, our audience. 50 of them were specifically for Original Sin. 50 of them come from the previous games but were never released, and then 30 of them are like some of Kirill's best work, which we thought was fitting to include here in the game, so that we wouldn't need to hire an extra composer to fill in the holes basically that were still there. All right. That's it for today. There's one last thing which I have to mention. We're going to have a Twitch stream. We're not going to do it this week. It's going to be not next week, but the week after that. The exact date is written in the Kickstarter update. And we're going to be showing off some of the high-level content of Divinity Original Sin. Stuff like, for instance, Hyperheim, which is the area that's shown on my review screen here on my desk. So you'll be seeing why Scarlet and Roderick are being so cold. You also see how you hide in Hyperheim, because obviously if you would be looking like Butch here, it's not going to work, but that's why we introduced this little snowman. Alright, so all of that is for in a couple of weeks. Enjoy your weekend and play Original Sin. Let us know what you think when we do a next early access update. And until next Kickstarter update, toodaloo, bye bye.
Speaking of the military, if there's something you don't want to neglect, it's the bids and requests of your generals. Their influence on the battlefield is not to be taken lightly.
Have a sherry to calm those nerves.
In the Queen's quarters, decorated